Sarah has spread the word that I'm fatphobic and everyone is eating it up. Jesus Christ.
I don't know if that was on, I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know if that was intentional. Hey, Briannosaurus Rex.
Hey.
You want to know how to say all right, but in an Australian accent?
I do.
So it's like all right.
All right.
Just say all riot, but, slur your speech like you're drunk.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's that. Yeah, I bet you guys didn't know that, huh? Yeah, I came up with that just now.
All Australian listeners just clicked off and unsubscribed.
Yeah, we're trying to get the Australia percentage up, but
Come
so
on,
far,
Aussies. Y'all got
I had
this.
to do one last desperate attempt.
And did it work?
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
I mean, someone did say one time, as a British person, I know that that was incredibly insulting that I just went from Australian to British, but someone once said that as a certified Brit that I do a good English impression. So
Yeah.
good British accent impression.
Good British.
Good British.
Good British. Welcome all the good British. Welcome to the stage. Good British.
All right. Anyway, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to the Daydream Arcade. God damn it.
What was that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Welcome back to the Daydream Arcade, everybody. Today we're going to be doing the classic Am I the Weenie? It's what I said before. It's what brought us to the dance.
It's what brought us to the dance. Wasn't this our first one? Our first ever Reddit?
Yeah. Because we just wanted to try something new instead of video games. So we just decided to just do a Reddit video one day and then...
And look at us
we're
now,
here.
baby.
Yeah.
We're fucking
Where are
going. Where are we? Where am I right now? Guys, help.
Where am I? Okay, who's going first?
I'll go first. Okay. I just wanted to make sure it was the right one. Okay.
You Rudy Poo.
You
What?
Rudy Poo. I hated that, actually.
What? I've been watching a lot of old WWE SmackDown episodes, and it's during the Rock era.
Yo,
He calls
we gotta
people
watch
Rudy
that.
Poos.
We gotta watch old shit. You gotta teach me.
Yeah,
Cool.
because we gotta start a wrestling podcast.
Yeah, we do. So my first story. This one is posted by NoCity6882. Am I the weenie for telling my whole family that my sister anonymously posts slut-shaming comments on my Instagram pictures? I, 25 female, post a lot on Instagram. I get slut-shaming comments here and there, but I always brush them off as trolls or bitter people. I was at a large family gathering Saturday night. My cousin, 16 female, and my sister, 28 female, were looking at Instagram on their phones. My cousin noticed that my sister has multiple accounts since she has a drop-down menu button next to her username at the top. She clicked on it and asked my sister what's alternate account username for. My sister looked flustered and said her friend set that up on her phone for some reason. That username set off alarm bells. I went to one of my Instagram posts to check the comments, and my suspicion was confirmed. That account wrote so many slut-shaming comments on nearly every one of my pictures. Here are a few examples of the comments. Fuck you, slut. Ew, plastic everywhere. Water balloons on an emaciated girl, lol.
Jesus Christ. That last one.
That's so well. I'm sad and surprised about this because my sister had been nothing but supportive and complimented me all the time. I looked at my sister and she was looking tense. She didn't make any eye contact with me for several minutes. I was debating whether to out her in front of everyone or have a private conversation. I chose the latter. I asked her if I could see her outside. She said she had to use the bathroom right that moment. I'm sure she was going
I bet she was about to shit herself.
Yeah, I'm sure she was going to go in there and either delete those comments or that alternate account. So I resorted to outing her while there was still evidence. I asked her loudly why she wrote so many mean comments on my Instagram posts. She was hesitating big time and said her friend must have commented with that account. I seriously doubt it. I showed everyone some comments she wrote. I asked my cousin to confirm if that's the username she saw on my sister's phone. She confirmed. Everyone was enthralled in the drama. My mom asked my sister to tell us the truth, but my sister maintained her claim. I asked everyone who they thought really made those comments. About half the people agreed that the evidence point to my sister being guilty. The other half were silent. My sister called us all morons, stormed out the door, and drove away. This was the main topic for the rest of the night. Everyone consoled me. It's been over a day and we still haven't heard anything from my sister. I didn't try to reach out. Mom and Dad both tried to reach her to no avail. I think I might even cut her out of my life if I don't get a sincere apology. Damn!
Oh yeah!
That's crazy, bro. Your own sister to just like tear you down? That's fucked.
Especially after she's given her compliments before.
Yeah, saying she's been like
And such.
nothing but supportive. Like, that's crazy.
Like, imagine having the time and the energy to want to just show support to your sister, but then also at the same time put just horrible, like, shaming comments on their posts as under an alternate account.
And she's fully 3 years older than OP. That's a 28-year-old woman.
I'm 28 years old.
I could imagine you.
Granted, I'm not a woman, but like I'm
a 28-year-old.
I'm a 28-year-old.
Imagine you had an alternate Instagram account to just shit on your siblings and like write some fucking horrible ass shit on their comments.
I couldn't.
Like, that's crazy, bro. That's my trust issues would fucking lose their shit if I was OP. That's so wild. I feel so bad for OP.
Yeah. Good thing that they called them out and decided and not, private company. It's like, all right, you want to escape to the bathroom?
Yeah. She was like, yeah, I need to go to the bathroom right now. I'll be right back. Like, no. You're trying to delete all that shit or make yourself look fucking innocent. That's fucking.
Like, all right, leave your phone.
Leave your phone.
Go to the bathroom and leave your phone.
Go piss. Go piss, girl. Let me see your phone.
Yeah. It's like,
I
crosses
need it.
legs. No. Oh, Jesus, man.
That's just crazy, dude. What's your consensus?
Not the weenie.
Yeah, definitely not the weenie. I feel so bad for OP, and I hope that their sister gets it the fuck together and realizes how shitty they're being.
Yeah.
And how insane that is.
Yeah, and also, can we talk about how the sister's 28, and then they're more than likely encouraging the cousin who is at
16?
a decade younger to like join in on that is insane to me.
That's so weird.
Just because at 16 you're so moldable, moldable and pliable. Moldable. Someone's gonna take that little sound bit of me just saying moldable. And just use that to fall asleep at night. Put it on repeat. Yeah, it's like a soundscape kind of like thing, but every now and then, you know, where when, on like a copyrighted thing, they'll like say the name of the copyright or whatever, like really quietly every like I don't know, like 8 seconds, but it'll just be a soundscape, and then it's
yeah.
But no, seriously, that's some like next level evil shit.
Yeah,
encouraging
that's some, like, envy, jealousy, fucking that shit's
teaching
crazy.
that 16-year-old some bad things.
Some bad to the bone.
Oh my god.
When
I was a weenie.
All right. My next story is posted by that_lavishness5376. Lavishness. That's such a nice word. Am I the weenie for accidentally being fatphobic?
What?
Crazy. I, 21 female, hosted a birthday dinner for my best friend, Anna, 22 female, the other day. I invited all her close friends, made the cake, made a ton of food, and knew everyone could enjoy and decorated the place with all her favorite things. Let me read that again.
I was gonna be nice, not say anything, because I know you're having a tough time today. Because normally I would get on your case about this, but I after that long pause, it wasn't even that long of a pause, but it was like a medium pause. Yeah. I was like, is she okay? She sounds.
I invited all her close friends, made the cake, made a ton of food I knew everyone could enjoy, and decorated the place with all her favorite things. There we go. Okay.
These are some of my favorite things.
I was exhausted, and honestly, all that food, whoa, that's not even, I was exhausted.
Where are you today?
I don't know. I was exhausted, and honestly, all that cooking kind of killed my appetite. So when everyone was eating, I only had a couple things before putting my plate away. One of the friends, let's call her Sarah, noticed and asked what was wrong. I told her I just don't have that much of an appetite, but please don't stop on my account. I made all this food, so enjoy to your heart's content. She didn't say anything, just nodded and walked off. And we moved on to games and everyone had a blast, until it was time to cut the cake. The cake was delicious and people were gobbling it up, as they should because it was amazing.
Whenever I think of gobbling, I just like...
Fucking gremlin.
Yeah. That's the only way you can eat cake.
Facts.
Can I guess what's gonna happen? What like horrible thing is gonna happen here?
Sure.
Someone's inside the cake.
Okay.
And I'm sorry.
Okay, that's a good guess.
Proceeding. Yeah. Someone's gonna cut into the cake and then
someone's gonna get beheaded.
Yeah. Nick an artery at least.
Yeah. I only took a few bites of cake before putting it away, and Sarah once again walked up to me. She talked about how good the cake was and how everyone was downing it. I laughed and told her I was super happy everyone was enjoying it, and I wish I could down my piece like everyone else, but I just finished the whole bottle of Mexican Coke earlier, so a few bites were all I could stomach right now. She went off on me. She started yelling at me about how I shouldn't have called her fat. I don't think I did, though. And that I should be ashamed of making people feel guilty about eating. Anna came over trying to calm Sarah down because now everyone was staring and wondering what was happening. I tried to reach out to Sarah in an attempt to defuse the nuclear war I inadvertently started, but she stomped off. Anna looked at me confused and I just shrugged before telling everyone to continue as they were. The party eventually kicked back off. I tried to text Sarah to come back and apologized, but she just left me on red. Now, a few days later, Anna's friends refused to talk to me. Sarah has spread the word that I'm fatphobic and everyone is eating it up. Jesus Christ.
I don't know if that was I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know if that was intentional.
That's honestly kind of
Holy
iconic.
Shit.
That's crazy.
That had to have been intentional. Holy fuck.
That is so wild. Wow.
Whew.
I know I'm not as close to them as Anna is, but it still hurts that they seem to believe Sarah so easily without attempting to understand the whole situation. My best friend tried to explain to them it was a simple miscommunication, but no one seems to be listening. The only thing that'll apparently help the situation is a full-blown apology from me in person to Sarah. Sarah's words to my friend. But I really don't think I did anything wrong. So Reddit, please weigh in. I'm so confused. There's an edit, but what are your thoughts first?
Listen, I think that I say listen a lot.
Listen.
Listen,
Hearing?
Everyone, come here.
Guys, listen.
I don't think that, first off, I don't think they're a weenie.
Yeah, no.
But I've been in certain situations where I may have said something around somebody that, and it's usually around someone that I've never really met before at like a party or something like that, where I've said something and never would ever even imagine that it would ever offend anybody, and then somebody gets upset. And this doesn't happen at every party I go to.
You're just offending every single person you meet. Edit. Oh gosh, I didn't expect this to blow up the way it did. The way my phone kept going off in class, oof. But here's an update for any that are curious. I texted Anna throughout all of this, and apparently Sarah has been going around and telling the friend group a completely different story than what happened. That's why they've been icing me out. From what Anna can gather, she's been saying I was the one who went up to her and made comments about how much she's ate, which never happened. I'm over this petty drama, so I just texted everyone in a group chat and let them know that they can believe what they want. For what it's worth, Anna is 100% on my side since she knows I'm not the type to police who eats what. I'm graduating soon with my uni degree, so I have better things to worry about. If they respond, I'll let y'all know what they say. Well, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's definitely not the weenie. Fucking Sarah is on one right now and trying to make her look like a fucking evil ass person. Bro, like this girl
spreading a rumor that she's fatphobic.
That's so wild. This girl made a ton of food, made the cake, decorated everything all for her best friend, and like she literally, oh my God. And Sarah's like, oh, how dare you?
Oh my God. I'm sorry, just the voice you're giving her.
Oh. That's how I imagine evil people. Oh.
All evil people make that voice.
Yeah,
every morning.
They all sound like that.
While they're sitting in their ivory towers looking over like the mountains and like the whole entire world at the top of their tower, just like just looking over.
Yeah, though. But I hate it. I don't like that. As someone who's been on the heavier side all of my life, except for when I was 17 for just that year, for some reason.
Just 1 year.
Or no, sorry, 18 or 19 actually. I don't have any concept of time. It's hard because, like, honestly, when you're eating stuff, you kind of compare yourself to everyone else that, like, you're eating with. Like, hey, am I eating too much? Like, is it really fucking obvious that, like, people are looking at how much I'm eating? But with this, I think it's just, I feel like Sarah was kind of looking for an issue because OP was literally saying, don't, like, not eat because I'm not eating. Like, please enjoy. Like, I made all of this so everyone can eat.
Yeah, it never once gave off any kind of vibe that she was shaming her for eating anything. She never even said it in the first place.
Yeah, no,
so
not at all.
I don't know where Sarah could even have gotten the inclination that she was the one being talked about.
Yeah.
I think that it's like, you know, I can understand being on the heavier side and like you said, like one, like kind of wondering at times, like, oh, are people judging?
Yeah, like, are they noticing on, like, how much I'm eating?
Yeah. But
I really don't think this is like a case of fatphobia or like her being rude or judging Sarah in any way.
No. She was just making conversation.
Yeah, she seems like such a nice person from what I'm reading and shit. Like she did all of that for her best friend. Like, that's sweet as hell.
You know, and I don't know, me personally, I fucking love food.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. You know, I don't give a shit. You know, like, if I'm hanging out with people and we're like all eating, I'm not looking at like my friends or anybody. Like, it's like we're all enjoying food. Like, fucking enjoy it. I'm not gonna, like, you know, and that's how people should be. You know, we only get one go round, you know, and if, you know, everybody indulges in certain things, like me, like I love caffeinated beverages. Cold caffeinated beverages.
Cold caffeinated beverages.
I love pizza. I love wings. I love cheeseburgers, chicken sandwiches, French fries of all different sizes and shapes. And then I also like a lot of pasta. Pasta. Yeah. So
honestly,
I don't know, food.
you need food to live. Like, obviously, many people have like different relationships with food. I personally do. Like, I've had my struggles and my issues, you know, with eating and, you know, feeling okay while eating.
Yes.
But
so I don't want to be insensitive to anybody that might have an eating disorder.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Like, you need it.
I was going to abbreviate it for ED, but that's something else that could be misconstrued for something else.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, my peen. Sometimes it doesn't work.
It doesn't want to eat.
Yeah, sometimes my pee-pee doesn't want to eat.
God. If it had teeth, it would look like a piranha plant from Super Mario.
Ew. Or no, it would look like the fucking Alaskan bullworm. Like, are you kidding?
Oh, the Alaskan bullworm. I always know how to take something serious and turn it into comedy.
Hey guys, please don't be afraid to nourish yourself and, like, make sure.
Nourish.
Yeah. Make sure, because you need that energy and, like, you need that to live. So please, food is there to help you and to comfort you. Because there's comfort food.
There is comfort food. I love mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese hits. I'm very picky with my mac and cheese.
Me too. Like, I saw. Are you familiar with Binging with Babish?
No.
Oh my god, I love Binging with Babish. It's like it's a cooking show. You may have seen his videos in some places, but his thing is he makes food from movies and TV shows and whatnot. But he makes like the actual recipe from the show or the movie, and then he tries to elevate it and make it better.
Gotcha.
But there's one where he tries all of the boxed mac and cheeses.
Oh.
Like everything, even down to like some of the vegan options. And I don't know. Anyway, love mac and cheese. Good. Move on.
All right.
Am I the weenie for refusing to pay for my girlfriend's plane ticket after she decided to stay longer on her trip without me? Throwaway because she knows my Reddit. Imagine her coming across this post and just be like,
you're
oh my god.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, no. That moment of clarity. So here's the deal. My 28 male girlfriend, 27 female, of 2 years, and I planned a 2-week vacation to Italy. I paid for the flights, hotels, everything. because I make more than she does and I wanted it to be a stress-free trip for both of us. Everything was great until the last day when she tells me she wants to stay longer to quote-unquote find herself and think about our relationship without me. She didn't discuss this with me beforehand and it completely blindsided me. I was hurt and told her that if she feels she needs time alone, then she should be independent financially during this extension of her trip. I said I wouldn't be paying for her new return ticket whenever she decides to come back. Now, she's upset, calling me unsupportive and selfish, and some of her friends are saying I'm being a weenie because I left her stranded in a foreign country without financial help. So Reddit, am I the weenie for refusing to pay for her new plane ticket home after she chose to extend her trip without any heads up?
Oh,
There is an update, but spotlight's on you.
Damn.
What's your opinion?
That's wild. Yeah, no.
Like, Darryl, that was the most like drama club thing you've ever done. Don't ever do that again.
Don't ever release your fucking inner musical theater around me again. Like, yeah, no, that's wild as fuck. Find herself in Italy? She trying to fuck some Europeans. That's crazy as fuck. After, holy shit. Spent two weeks there. And your man paid for everything? Whoa.
And it's like, hey, I need to have some time alone and just think about what life would be without you.
Not in Italy, let me tell you that. Like,
I need to find myself.
That's like bonkers. I'm like blown away by the audacity that people have, you know? Like you're fully going on a vacation with your significant other. They paid for everything because they wanted a real nice time for you both. And then you said...
Only to find herself on top of a European.
Oh, like, what? And then she said, yeah, I need to find myself, actually. In Italy.
I need that Euro dick.
I need that Euro cock. Like, oh my God, dude. That's so wild. Yeah, no, I'd be heated as fuck if I was the boyfriend. I'd be like, oh, yeah, okay, you can stay here, actually. Like, I'm going home.
Is it, like, in principle, like, a weenie-ish move to leave someone in a foreign country that doesn't have a lot of money? Sure, but
it's sometimes it's necessary.
Sometimes it's necessary.
You brought it on yourself, queen.
Yeah, all right. So let's take a look at this update. Thank you to all the people who responded, especially the early ones who gave some outside verification of me probably not being the weenie. I don't feel comfortable saying I'm completely blameless here because you're only getting one side of the story and I need to take responsibility for my part in this whole thing, such as it is. But I guess I never realized how good my girlfriend was at making me feel like unreasonable shit was normal and rational and that I was the crazy one. You know, self-awareness is a good thing. So here's the update. We're both back in America now, and she's packing her shit to go stay with her family for a bit until she can find a new place. Soon after I posted, it was time to go to the airport. So I did, without her. I'm one of those people who arrives really early because I never think I'll get to the gate in time because everything that could go wrong probably would go wrong. It never does, but especially with how I was feeling my luck was going, I didn't want to push it. Hey, smart.
Fair.
Are you the type of person that likes to get to the airport early?
Not like 8 hours early like some people do, but
no,
like,
I don't go that early.
Yeah, I'll do like 2 hours before.
Enough so I can like get through TSA and shit, and then be able to get a coffee.
Yeah, or like a snack or some shit.
Yeah,
do what you need to do.
And then you could people watching the airport is the most fun thing to do.
Yeah,
well, it's not one of the most fun things to do, but it's
fun.
The
most fun thing to do.
It's the most fun thing to do in an airport. Anyway. I was there for about an hour by myself, mulling things over and talking to my mom. I looked at a couple responses to this post, but I didn't trust that I wouldn't lose it if I started responding, and I definitely didn't want to burst into tears while I was in the airport. As I was talking to my mom, my girlfriend showed up. I guess she thought I was bluffing, but had a rude awakening when the hotel staff kicked her out of the room because I'd only paid through that day. I took no small amount of satisfaction in this, not gonna lie. She'd been so concerned about the plane ticket that she didn't even stop to think about where she was going to stay. As many of you guessed, she met someone while we were in Italy. So the plot thickens!
We called it, baby!
Yeah. She was quick to tell me that it was just a physical attraction, that they hadn't done anything. But she had his at and was wanting to see if it would go anywhere. I guess that's what I get for not feeling well and wanting to stay in one night while she went out to explore. While he was sick.
That's fucked.
Obviously, I told her things were over between us. even though she tried to make it sound like nothing had happened. The fact was, A, I couldn't feel like I could trust her when she said that, and B, I don't really want to be with someone who feels like it's okay to still, quote unquote, keep her options open when she's been in a monogamous relationship for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to open that relationship, you gotta talk. You both gotta be on the same page. That's a tough conversation. But anyway, the flight home was awkward as fuck, and she tried really hard to give another pitch for why we should stay together on the drive home from the airport. I think as we got closer to home, reality started setting in, and she realized she'd just thrown a lot away. So yeah, I'm jet lagged and physically and emotionally exhausted. I'm just kind of numb at this point. Finally, I didn't see all the comments, as there are 2.5 thousand at the time of this update, but to the few that were downvoted into oblivion who said this was fake because I hadn't updated in several hours, fuck you. I was looking for reasonable dissenting opinions that might have helped me make sense of the situation, and you're accusing me of making this up for random internet points? Believe it or not, my priority was not to tell a bunch of strangers on the internet how my world was falling apart around me. I know it's easy to think that these people aren't real and their struggles are meaningless because screens divide us, but ironically... Whoa. I know it's easy to think that these people aren't real and their struggles are meaningless because screens divide us, but ironically, you're the weenies.
God damn.
You know what? I'd actually take it back. Leaving her in Italy, you know what? You should have done it. You should have done it. I don't care if that gets me in trouble. You should have left her.
You should have canceled her ticket coming home, so when she showed up at the airport, she couldn't even go home. You want to fuck around? You want to fuck around after I paid for a whole trip? Oh. OP, you deserve so much better. Whole 2 years, and she meets someone for one night. See, that pisses me off.
Yeah, one night changed everything for her.
Are you kidding, dude? Are you kidding? Unless they were having like No, not even then.
Premarital sex.
Whoa. Premarital sex. That is a deal breaker. Unless they were having like genuine, really hard issues, and like they were on the road to breaking up anyway. But even then, it does not excuse you actively looking for something else while you're in a relationship.
And while you're on a trip together.
Because your boyfriend wasn't feeling good. And he said, hey, no. Okay, first of all, he said, yeah, you go explore. You have fun. I'm not feeling well, so I'm going to stay. And then she said, yeah, I'm going to meet someone. I'm going to meet an Italian.
Yeah.
An Italian man. A Eurogag.
This next post was posted by Human Herring 992.
Herring?
Hearing. Oh, sorry. No, herring.
I was like, pardon?
That would be HERR, or I don't know. Am I the weenie for taking back my request for my mom to walk me down the aisle? I got fish on the brain. Just shut up.
Must be fish.
Wait, is a herring a fish?
I thought it was a bird. Hold on.
Oh, no. I think it's a bird, too.
No, it's a fish.
Oh, okay. Yes. Fuck you.
Wait, is it herring a bird as well? Oh, it's heron.
Heron.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a fish.
So my fiance and I thought it would be sweet if we both walked down the aisle by our parents at our wedding. For her, that's both her mom's, and for me, that's my mom. That's my mom! I lost my dad 11 years ago when I was 14.
You stupid. That's my mom.
I lost my dad 11 years ago when I was 14. My condolences. My mom was thrilled when I asked her, and she told me she was so excited to walk her baby boy down the aisle.
Oh.
The problem came in when she told her husband that I wanted them to walk me down the aisle. Not just her, like I explicitly stated, but her and her husband, who has never been my parental figure and only came into my life as an adult. He was excited about the prospect as well. And he called me up and told me that he was glad I was finally letting him step into the role of father figure because he always wanted kids and was proud to have a son. I had no idea where this came out of, so I asked what he meant, and he said the fact that I wanted my mom and him to walk me down the aisle meant I was embracing him as a parent too. I told him that I had not asked for both of them. I just asked for my my mom. He acted like I never spoke. So I called my mom and asked, So I called my mom and son of a bitch. So I called my mom and I asked where, oh my God. So I called my mom and asked where he got the idea. Oh my fucking God. I'm going to reread that. So I called my mom and asked where he got the idea from. So I called my mom and asked where he got the idea from, and she told me she hadn't seen this as a big deal because they're married and he's a good man. And surely that I want him to be a grandfather to my future kids, so including him in this shouldn't be such a big deal. There we go. I told her that it's a big deal because he's not my parent, and if anyone was going to be walking with us, it should be Dad. Because he's not here, I don't want anyone else. I told her she needed to clear things up with her husband, and she told me no. She said she would not crush him, and I could man up and allow him the joy of experiencing this with us. I told her I was not going to walk with the two of them. She told me it was too late to back out now, and what harm would it do? Maybe hurt your son's... Anyway.
Yeah.
She told me it would crush him to have it taken back. I told her he blatantly ignored me when I already told him, and she defended it, saying he was excited and wanted to be included. You can be included. I told her I wouldn't walk with her if she didn't fix this, and she told me I had to walk with her. I already asked, and she already accepted. Which is when I told her that if it was her stance, then I was taking back the offer for her, and she could figure out what to tell the man that she married. All hell broke loose when I told my mom this, and she told me that I was behaving like a child, excluding a good man for no good reason, as well as punishing her for trying to be a good wife. Am I the weenie? No.
No, you are
not.
Not.
It would be hard for me to tell my mom no, or anybody no, but that's just because I have a problem with people pleasing.
Yeah, but that's because I am a people pleaser. Yeah, I think she just ruined like a completely very sweet gesture from the son. It's like, hey,
Right.
I would love for you to walk me down the goddamn aisle.
It's like, he might be a good man. He might be, he might make your mom happy.
But that's not your dad.
If your wishes, at the end of the day, and I feel like someone asked me recently if I were to ever date somebody that had kids at this point at my age, if that would be a problem. And I had thought I thought about it for a minute, and I was like, I probably would have said no, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, but now probably not. But going into that situation, you'd have to understand that, if you're going to be around the kids, you're going to have to deal with the idea that there could possibly be some conflict there.
Yeah, it doesn't automatically mean they're your kids now. Like you're just some
especially
guy.
if the dad was like prominently in their life, like if it was like they passed away, unfortunately, or something like this situation, or just in any situation that you're going to step into where you were not the parental figure before, father or mother, whichever, Yeah,
that's why
you kind of have to expect that there's going to be that pushback.
Yeah. When you read, he was excited about the prospect as well as, or like he said he always wanted kids and he was proud to have a son. And I was like, no.
Yeah.
You don't have a son.
No.
That's not your son. And it's not fair for you to like force yourself into that role when
Yeah.
very obviously OP does not want that.
That has to be something that's like mutually reciprocated.
Yeah. It's got to be. Like I've seen some wholesome ass shit where it's like a stepfather like kind of steps into the role of being the dad, and like the kids will fully embrace that and like fully see them as their dad. But like you can't force it because then you're gonna ruin relationships.
I'm sorry for anybody that is watching this and that has been in that kind of a situation before.
Yeah. Like know that you're not forced to accept your parent's partner if you don't feel like you need to or you want to. Like you don't have to. It's your life.
Also, and also this might be a controversial statement, but like you also don't have to accept your parents.
No, 100%. If your parents are not treating you like a fucking human, you do not need to continue. If you're in the place to completely separate yourself from like toxic family, toxic parents, anything, you are well within your right to do that.
I would say that I definitely I didn't have like the greatest time growing up as a kid in the environment that I was in, but it's it has for the better. It has changed the dynamics between like myself and my siblings and my parents. I'd say that we get along a lot better now, but I understand in certain situations not giving people free passes because they're your family.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to.
You know what I mean?
Like, if someone fucks you over, someone fucked you over. And you can react however you see fit.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't hurt another person.
Yeah, as long as you're not hurting someone.
It's okay to cut family off sometimes.
Yep.
Alrighty then. I think that's gonna do it for some weenies this week.
If you guys enjoyed the spicy Reddit content, we have a whole playlist with every single episode that we've done of righty spicy Reddit stories. If you want to binge that, go for it. It's going to be at the end of the video. And if not, you can just go on our channel and go to playlists and it'll be right there. If you want to follow the show on social media, it's going to be at the Daydream Arcade, except Twitter. That's just at Daydream Arcade. If you want to follow me on social media, it's going to be at Certikit on all social media you can think of.
If you want to follow me, you can follow me at the Dairy Boy on all social media, except for Twitter, because I'm off that cesspool now. So
He's not, though. He just uses the Daydream Arcade Twitter.
yeah, I'm still there.
So-
I'm still there, but you know,
Definitely still there.
follow us on our social media platforms because, like I said before, bigger number equals better person.
Yeah. Woo! All right, guys. You have a good one. We'll catch you in the next one. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.